batting the ball and trying to get our defensive hands in the game.
You feel that with Kobe in the fourth quarter, you know they're going to go to him. How do you load up to try to take driving lanes away or anything away from him?
Yeah, we'll have to weigh how much double team we need to do down the stretch. Hopefully we get in that chance.
Thanks.
Well, George Karl's Nuggets trailed by as many as 14, able to get back into it, cut the lead down to 4. We just saw Al Harrington commit a foul as this fourth quarter gets underway. Shannon Brown fighting Paugasol and rebounded by Harrington. Lawson and Smith are at the guards. Harrington is up front along with Anthony and Forbes. A three-pointer off the mark, rebounded by Artest.
Well, the three-point line has really failed the Nuggets. Just 4 of 19 from the three-point line. That's the one area that jumps out. The other is steals. 7 for the Lakers, 1 for the Nuggets.
Shannon Brown. He's had the touch. 12 points for Brown. Shannon Brown had a good one the other night, although in a situation where the Lakers did not play particularly well. Ty Lawson getting the step, going baseline. So the Laker lead is back to 8.
And I think we're going to see the Lakers continue to go inside to Gasol on Al Harrington. A tough matchup for Harrington, but he's going to body him, try to be very aggressive and take Gasol out of that post position.
Here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by Harrington. Nuggets got it done in a hurry, and Brown soaring to come up with that rejection on Forbes.
This bench unit for LA is so much better than it was a year ago. You look at the play from Brown. He's done so much more than just those highlight reel dunks that we've seen from him so often the last couple of years. The jump shots, the improved defense. Then you add Blake and Barnes to the equation. This is a terrific bench.
J.R. Smith hitting the 3. And you can hear the reaction from this crowd. Here's Brown open for 3. Blake. The tip missed by Barnes and deflected out, last touch by the Lakers.
Well, we talk about J.R. Smith. Up until that last shot, he had just taken 3 field goal attempts for the game. He's averaging 9 per game this season. So maybe this is one of those times when you're going to see him heating up, and the good move would be to get the ball right back in his hands again, see if he's got it going.
Smith moving along the baseline, defended by Barnes. Lawson takes the shot and knocks it down. Ty Lawson with 10 points, 7-0 run by Denver, and they are within 3.
And with Carmelo and Billups both on the bench, it's up to Lawson and Smith to take over the offense for Denver right now.
Here's Blake with a long three-point attempt. Back comes Forbes. Forbes all the way. The rookie, Gary Forbes, who goes 6'7", 220 pounds, able to dribble the length of the court. It's a 9-0 run by the Nuggets. They break it up on the turnover. Lawson puts a move on Blake, comes up short, and a foul.
And classic Phil Jackson just sits there. He wants to see how this group will respond. Most coaches are going to call time how our guys do.
First of all, Forbes doesn't play like a rookie. He really has a great presence about him on the floor. Secondly, you kept talking earlier, Steve, about how great the second unit was for the Lakers. Well, starting this quarter, 24-23, Denver's bench versus the Laker bench.
Kobebryant is back on the floor. The game is tied at 95. 3 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. So the Nuggets have come from a 14-point deficit. Blake gets it right back to Gasol. And his pass picked off by Forbes. Here comes Forbes again. Stripped. Lost it. Brown dives for it. It'll be Denver ball.
Pau Gasol has not been able to do anything against this small, quick lineup from Denver. Give Al Harrington a ton of credit. He's bothering Gasol down on the block.
In the front office, the team now being run by Josh Kroenke, the son of owner Stan Kroenke, and the executive vice president of basketball operations, Masai Ujiri, who was an assistant general manager in Toronto working with Brian Colangelo. Lawson gets the rebound on the miss and draws the foul. He heads back to the line. Nuggets have come from 14 down. The game is tied at 95 with 8 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Well, the changes in the front office are going to be interesting because, Mike, I mean, they have an enormous decision to make, one that will alter the course of this franchise for many years to come. And of course, I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony. I like the fact, too, that George Karl, loyal to his guys, they did a great job here. Mark Workentine, GM of the year 2 years ago, Rex Chapman, they put together a very good team here.
As George said, he didn't like the idea that they were classified as dysfunctional, and they felt that part of that, and there's the new vice president, okay? And when George was talking to us beforehand, what he mentioned was the fact that perhaps Carmelo was hearing that their front office was so dysfunctional, they would never get other great players to come and join him here. And now maybe this adds a little more stability.
Traveling violation is called. So the ball back to Denver.
Meanwhile, this run has come almost exclusively with Carmelo and Billups on the bench. Lawson infusing this team with energy and speed.
11-0 run by Denver. Make it 13 consecutive points. Ty Lawson with 14. And the Nuggets have taken a 3-point lead. That was a bad pass, but Barnes able to get to it. Harrington fronting Gasol, continues to do an excellent job on Gasol. Now helps on the double against Bryant. Bryant throws the pass and it's picked off. Here comes Forbes. Kicks it out. Lawson for three. 17 points off the bench for Ty Lawson.
Shows you when it's going right. 2 of 14 before that one from the three-point line. 14% for Lawson.
Bryant right back. That's a 3 for Kobe Bryant. The Nuggets 101 and the Lakers 98 in what has developed into a shootout here in the Mile High City. That ends a 16-0 run for Denver. The last 19 points coming from the Nugget bench. Lakers take possession off the turnover. They double up on Bryant. Barnes with a catch and shoot. Oh, it's put down by Brown, who appeared to lose control while he was in the air.
Not appeared to, he did lose control.
So athletic, though, he just managed to hang in the air and force that ball back into the hoop.
Shannon Brown with some spectacular plays here tonight. Nuggets now with a 101-100 lead. That's J.R. Smith shooting for three, rebounded by Bryant. And the whistle away from the ball. A holding foul on Harrington. That's his fifth.
Well, how about the spectacular up-ability, as Phil Jackson called it? I've never heard that word before. Up-ability. That was the word he used to describe Shannon Brown's leaping ability. Incredible hang time.
Danae is checked back in. Here's Bryant for three. And the long rebound is handled by Brown. He's wide open for three. Yes! 17 points off the bench for Shannon Brown.
This is a guy, a first-round pick from Cleveland several years ago. Cavaliers gave up on him. He couldn't crack the lineup. Lakers took a chance on him as Nene puts it in. But they took a chance on him, and he has really developed as a ball player.
He has, and you know who's been his biggest fan out here is Kobe Bryant. He keeps telling him, you get open, you spot up, I'll find you, and you shoot the ball when I get it to you.
Aaron Aflalo defending on Kobe Bryant. Bryant rebounded by Smith. Game tied at 103. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the fourth. Lawson challenged Gasol and a foul. It's on Denver. Dan Crawford making the call from the near side. It's on Nene, number 5, so 5 apiece on Nene and Harrington. He's done the job for Denver. Ty Lawson, J.R. Smith. How about Shannon Brown for the Lakers providing a lift?
Been terrific. Phil Jackson sticking with him down the stretch.
Derek Fisher has returned. Bryant looking to spin. Several fakes, and then a nice pass underneath for Brown.
Great cut on that weak side from Brown, recognizing that Kobe was in trouble.
Yeah, and that was all ball movement just to get Kobe opposite in the low post. He got it with 8 seconds remaining and threw a great pass.
19 points for Shannon Brown. Here's Anthony, rejected. That will count as a goaltend.
And how about George Karl sticking with Nene? He's got those 5 fouls, 5 minutes to go. I think he figures he's just got to have him out on the floor to cover Gasol, even though Harrington has done the job. Good call there on the goaltend.
Lakers and Nuggets tied at a 105 with 4.5 remaining in the fourth. Gasol feeling for Nene. Lost it. Lawson. J.R. Smith for 3. Yes! J.R. Smith, who has been struggling, finding the range here tonight, and it started with a drive.
Such a tough decision for George Karl. He's got Chauncey Billups there as Kobe launches it, misses the 3, but another second chance opportunity.
Brown not able to hit. And a foul on the Nuggets, and Carmelo Anthony better be careful. He was hit with a technical earlier.
I think the call has changed, Mark. I think they changed the call.
Well, Danny Crawford said, my fault. It's on the Lakers.
Well, this is the most difficult call for the officials to make when 2 guys get tangled up. And I think Danny Crawford originally called it on our test and switched it back. Meanwhile, I don't like the Lakers' execution right now. They're just firing threes. You saw what happened on that previous possession. When they get ball movement, the ball moves side to side, Phil Jackson's team usually scores.
And the foul is on our test. Anthony thought it was called on him, and then it was changed back to our test. Carmelo Anthony. 28 points for Carmelo. The Nuggets 110. The Lakers 105. Fisher open for 3. Does not get the bounce, and last touch by the Lakers. So Denver's put together another run, 7 consecutive. Lawson tried to fast break the Lakers, who were able to recover.
And Lawson has played so well that George Karl is sticking with him with Billups in an all-point guard backcourt.
Anthony, oh, what a shot. The turnaround jump by Carmelo Anthony to give the Nuggets a 7-point lead, their biggest lead of the night. Bryant tried to scoop it, rebounded by Anthony.
Lakers just totally out of their element now. Kobe's trying to take over. Everybody's launching threes. They haven't gotten the ball into Gasol at all the last couple minutes.
29 field goal attempts for Bryant. Aflalo. Aaron Aflalo with the jumper, extending the lead to 9, and the Lakers coming in with a record of 8.
Far, it's been J.R. Smith. Lawson's been huge. And how about the defense from Al Harrington? I think that really changed the game when he started locking up Gasol down the block.
Because it took the Lakers out of running their offense in the half-court area.
Here's Bryant. That ends an 11-0 run by Denver earlier in the quarter. They had a 16-0 run. Lakers just 6 of 19 from the field in this fourth quarter with 5 turnovers. Denver has hit 12 of 17. including 3 3-pointers. Nene playing with 5 fouls. Met by the double. Nene on the save, trickles to the backcourt, and it's a 24-second violation.
When you've got one of the best 2 closers in the game in a situation like this in Carmelo Anthony, doesn't he have to touch the ball?
Ball never got into his hands that time.
Look at the numbers, 14 for 25. A much better shooting night for him and Kobe. Both guys really taking control here. And Carmelo much more efficient. Ball's got to go through him in that possession.
We're down to a minute and a half remaining in the fourth. 7-point lead for Denver. Here's Bryant, drew the foul. 3-point attempt, so 3 free throws coming up for Kobe Bryant, who is just 6 of 10 at the line. A foul called for the hack as we take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. ESPN on Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern. It's Utah at Atlanta. How about the Jazz coming from behind in 3 straight games? Portland and Oklahoma City. And NBA TV Sunday starting at 7 o'clock Eastern time. It's the Rockets and the Knicks. And TNT next Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Phoenix at Orlando. And we'll be in Portland to see these Nuggets take on the Trailblazers.
Unusual for Bryant to have 4 misses from the foul line tonight. Coming into this game, he's shooting 88% from the free throw line.
Well, that's 34 points for Bryant, which is a season high, although he has not shot well. But the Lakers are within 4 with a minute and 20 to play in the fourth. Anthony trying to set the pick. Phillips for 3. One-handed by Gasol.
Trying to be a hero. He's known as Mr. Big Shot, but when you got Carmelo on your side, go to him.
Bryant for 3. Wasn't able to control. Looked like Carmelo took a shot to the chest. Under a minute to play in the fourth. Nuggets with the ball and a 4-point lead. And they're on their feet here at the Pepsi Center in Denver. Phillips putting moves on Fisher. Nice play as Nene cannot finish.
Had a layup at the rim.
Artest with 30 seconds to go. Flings one. Rebounded by Phillips and a foul. Artest had no choice. The clock running down.
I'm not sure that I like the last 2 shots that the Lakers wound up with. They were in a 4-point game with 43 seconds remaining on the clock. Plenty of time to execute and get a higher percentage shot.
Meanwhile, Lakers not in the penalty. They've got to get up the court. And Phillips, one of the best foul shooters in the league. A great closer from the free throw line in his own right.
Brown called for the foul. So Phillips 6 for 6 at the line. Will shoot 2, and now the Lakers are over the limit. Denver also over. Lakers have a full and 2:20s remaining. It's a 5-point Nugget lead and fourth quarter. The Nuggets with a 115-110 lead. They have come from 14 down against a Laker team that has struggled in the fourth quarter. They've missed their last 7 3-pointers. There's been some bad shot selection on the part of the Lakers. Nuggets now by 6. Bryant looking for the quick shot, finds Gasol. It's knocked out of his hands by Anthony. Anthony with the steal. Foul given by Artest, so Carmelo will go to the line.
Kobe Bryant initially upset with Gasol for not finishing this play. They could have called a charge on Kobe. It was almost as if Gasol wasn't expecting the pass, or was maybe expecting a foul to be called. And you know, he's been really inefficient here the second half. Hasn't been aggressive, hasn't taken the ball to the rack strongly, and it's hurt his team.
Meanwhile, an outstanding performance by Carmelo Anthony, 14 of 25 from the field, 31 points in all, along with 13 rebounds. A bounce back for the Nuggets following the bad loss in Indiana. Anthony has matched his season high. Final seconds of the game. Bryant, Gasol with the tip. We're down to 3 seconds, and that will do it. The Lakers lose for the first time this season. Denver has put an end